Welcome to Northern Dosh on this sunny morning. And we're in Goole, and whilst I'm filming Witherspoons, I thought I'll just do a quick video of some of the pubs that have been lost over the years. This isn't going to be it's not going to be a full concise list, but it is going to be some of them that I can remember at least. So the first place we're going to is the North Eastern, just on the corner here. And from what I understand, this closed in 2018. So as you can see, it's now a Costa. But yeah, this was previously the North Eastern. And there actually used to be another entrance around here. That was, I believe that was the main entrance. So this place was actually called Vision Nightclub. It was the Yorkshire Electric Power Company. It's all been closed off now. This was all, at one point, this was all fenced off, like with a wooden fence. This has been taken down now, they've put a metal one up. Up there, that used to be part of the dance floor. I think there used to be an outdoor sitting area around there. And then if you come down here, this is where you used to queue. That was the main entrance at one point. I mean, there's literally nothing left. This was actually called, not a lot of people know, this was called the Goods Office. Not entirely sure when this one closed down, but I do know that it became a Chinese restaurant and a bar and grill place as well. There was a sign down the side there. And now I think it just sells tiles and various kitchenwares, and up above there's apartments. But yeah, this closed I reckon at least 15 years ago, and that was the Goods Office. You used to go in the entrance there, and you used to actually go downstairs into a bar. Right, I don't know if anybody can remember, but there's a fitness place over there. If anyone can put it in the comments, but that used to be a bar for a very short time, literally maybe a year. Can't remember what it was called, but if anybody knows, put it in the comments. This is the Mulberry, formerly known as the Jailhouse, and that opened maybe around 3 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago. Right, so this is the Counting House, another former bank, and this used to be known as the Drake. I may have mentioned it in one of my other videos, but if you go around the side here, you can actually still see there, Sleep at the Drake. Just a quick one, these are now apartments, but just about here there was a kebab shop called, I think it was called the Capri Kebab Shop. I'll have a look on Google Maps, but yeah, just about here-ish there was a kebab shop. Don't know if anybody remembers it, but that's long, long gone. I'd say at least 15 years. So we're just currently heading towards the hotel, which has been vacant, which is a shame actually, because it's a hell of a building, loads of history behind it, and incorporated inside, and you can still see some of the red features. There was a bar stroke nightclub called Voodoo Chili, and it's on Adam Street, and it closed I think around 2018. So there we go. That was known as Voodoo Chili. Yes, but anyway, there's another club down here. I'm guessing 99% of people don't know it, and it's called Funky Monkey, and it was literally open a short time. I spoke to the owner and he said it really didn't have a chance because COVID came along and closed it down before it really had a chance. So this is Funky Monkey. Unfortunately there's no signage or anything left. That closed again around 2017, 2018. The coach house there as well, that's been closed around the same sort of time. I believe that's up for sale as well. There is another building there. I don't know anything about that one. That has been closed since 2011, I believe, like a working men's club. Right, just heading down now. We're near Carlisle Street, and there's two bars down here. Sorry about having to wear the glasses, it's that bright at the moment. Now, there's two bars down here, or former pubs. One's now a fitness place. So the place there on the corner, which is a gym called Elite, that was formerly known as the Burlington, and that closed, I believe, in around 2007. I mean, there's literally no indication that it used to be a pub. Still a nice old school building. And this one here now, which you won't have any clue about, that was actually called the landing strip. And there used to be a ramp where that wall is, just set back from that wall. If anybody can remember that, drop a comment in. But yeah, that's the landing strip, and that was the Burlington, which closed a long time ago in 2007. So I'm not covering absolutely every single pub. There'll be a lot more that have closed, I'm sure, over the years. These are the more recent ones, but if you do know of any more that maybe I haven't covered, just drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. This is my new channel, so it's going to take a while to get some traction, and hopefully it'll improve over time with my editing and content. So stick with me, folks. So the next couple of bars or pubs that we're going to look at are located just on the outside of Goole, between Goole and Old Goole. There's a couple there. I don't think there's an awful lot left of them, if anything. They were popular with people who worked around the ports there, and we'll go and have a look and see, if anything, what remains of them. So we'll see in a few minutes, folks. Well, I am surprised because actually there's still one pub here called the Middle House, but there was one next door, and from what I remember there was some metalwork up here that's now been taken down. So let's go and have a look. So yeah, this is the Middle House. I don't even know if it's still operational or not. But just here, there was another pub. Don't know what it was called. I can't remember. If anybody knows, drop a comment down. But this was the beer garden. Just a bit of rubble left. Wow. Okay, so they'd knocked it down and started to build a metal structure here. You can actually see the supports, or what was left of them. Huh. And there, some massive bolts there. and they've completely ripped the structure down. But this pub's still here. We'll have a quick nosy. Lots of security cameras. Don't know if it's still operational or not. I would guess it isn't because, oh wow. If you look in there, former weed factory. Look at that. So somebody was growing weed in there. You can see what's left of the cannabis plants and the heating system. Unbelievable. There's all the ducting on top. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. Unbelievable. So, was it operational? Well, it hasn't been operational as a pub for a long time, I would guess, but somebody took it over and turned it into a cannabis factory. I'm guessing that's how they got in. There's a broken window there. Ha! I'm not an urban explorer, so I'm not going to go in and have a look, but I'm sure somebody would be interested in having a nosy around here. And again, they've had sheeting up at the window there. Wow, okay. Entrance there completely boarded up. Now I didn't come here expecting this. Yeah, it's got that dodgy smell, you can smell it. That at one time was the kitchen. Something for some local urban explorers to get involved with. It's not my kind of thing. And then another entrance here, completely boarded up. They really didn't want anyone to know, did they, what they were doing in here, unsurprisingly. Can't believe it. So yeah, came here just to have a look at the pub, and it turns out to be a cannabis factory, a former cannabis factory. Bonus. I wouldn't be surprised if urban explorers have already been in and had a nosy round. Right people, I'm heading back to the car now. Drop some comments below if you can recommend any other pubs or bars that were in Goole that have closed in the last decade or so, and maybe I'll pay them a visit. Don't forget to like and subscribe whilst I build this new channel up, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.